of course I want to start the stream. Anyway, so slightly earlier than scheduled, Mahjong night shall begin. And probably going to not play this until too late. Might just play it until 11:30, so an hour and a half. We'll see how things go, but I'm not feeling particularly well at this stage. Got a bit of a cold, so we'll probably try and save things and see how things go. So anyway, straight on to this. As you can see, my form from the last game set, which was quite frankly abysmal. I dealt into a couple of really obvious hands really quickly, and my ranking has therefore plummeted. The plan... Okay, apparently we're interrupting Final Fantasy IX for Marichin, which is clearly a bad thing, so I should probably stop. Okay, Marichin, we can have Final Fantasy IX. It'll do the thing. So we start Northwind with Tudora. Sitting quite pretty, actually, but a bit of work required for the hand to develop into anything significant. Pair of 9s. Might as well keep that. Keeping the 9 on the off chance we can make a 7, 8, 9 in each set, which would be helpful. And give me a definite Yaku. Arguably not the best of moves, but I still have 2 to get rid of. There still. I don't want to commit to a suit just yet, so we'll see. Yeah, now that free backfires on me because that gave me a set. So yeah, playing not particularly well to start with. Let's hope this is not a theme for tonight. We now have 4 pairs though, so Chitoitsu or Toy Toy is definitely an option at this stage. And using up the hesitation time at this stage. Okay, that's 5 pairs set up. Thus he demands YouTube videos of FF9. I didn't demand them, sir. That was potentially a little dodgy as well. I shouldn't really be... Yeah, concentrate, man. Right, so that is Chitoitsu. And we'll wait on the 7 because we have a 4 discarded. So 7 pairs, Tudora. Which is a nice place to be, actually. Sure, we've already played one of those, so nothing I can do there. Haku we see 2 off, so that's fine. The 7 is a bit of a risky tile in a lot of ways against a lot of people. But dots are being discarded now. Red Dragon's alive. I'm going to cut it for a Red Dragon wait. Oh, darn it. Okay. We know a 5's probably safe here, but a red 5 is a dangerous thing to get rid of any time. We're still looking at this, though. There we go. Oh. We'll take that. Chitoitsu Tudora. Which is certainly not a bad way to start a game off. Okay, so hand leaning towards 1 suit. Get rid of that early. Keep the 2nd dragon though, just because. See, that now backfired. I mean, middle tiles you should probably hold on to rather than single honor tiles. They're always going to be more useful to you in hand. I don't see any East or Reds yet, so I'm going to use up some time. Let's get rid of a 2. We'll hold on to the red 5 for the moment until we can definitely get rid of it safely. I have a Khan as an option, but let's not do that.
Boom.
I still have a Khan as an option, but again, let's not do that. It was risky, but I'm kind of not really... I don't want to give him bonus tiles, which he might still be playing for. 9 should be fine. It's going to keep pinging up to do the Khan every round. It'll annoy us like that. But we can make use of it as a waiting pattern as well, should I get some... Oh, I paired that up. Let's risk the dragon then.
Home.
Yeah, I figured that would be called upon. So 1 away from Tenpai. 7 safe against the player to the left. Oh, somebody could have called it. And yes, Tiles of Confusion are back. Red Dragon's safe because we played one earlier. So that should be fine. So I think it's a 4-sided weight if I can get... If I can complete this set here, it's a 4-sided weight in the dots, I think. So I'll go silent for this moment. Yeah, 2, 5, 1, 4... No, it's 2, 5, 1, 4, 7. There's a lot of winning tiles up at this stage. But there's also... Ah, actually, I do need to reach for this, because I don't have a Yaku currently. Yeah, because that was a winning tile. Darn it. Okay.
Each.
Let's pressure this. We've got a 5-sided weights here. That was a very risky tile to play against that, because I've only 2.
Sumo.
Oh, darn it. It's only a cheap hand, chun only, but if I'd have pressured a little earlier, I might have got something with that. A minor mistake, but still, I didn't need to make it. So we have 2 Yaku in hand. If I can get the triplets. 1 and 7 can get rid of now.
Home.
Yeah, I'll call that. We'll go for a quick attack at this point. Yes, and tea is always vital, sir. If we can draw something around there, that would be ideal. We, in fact, got the second set already sorted out for us. Fortunately, we're not quite Tenpai yet. Need to either call the 9 and wait on the 5, or... We'll get that. Perfect. So 4-7 for a double Yaku. Yep, there we go. So 2 bonus sets and a red Dora. And that puts us back above 30,000. And with another quite nice starting hand. So possible Itsu from this set. Yeah, we're always doing that. T indeed. So actually this is now pretty much at Itsu, which is a 1 to 9 straight. There's even the 8 bamboo, and we've sorted out there for a Yaku. And again, that probably means we're going to play this silently as much as possible. Though, of course, we do need to pair up something here. There we go. So if I draw the 5, we're in Tenpai for the 8 bamboo. If I draw the 8, it's not a great weight either way, actually, but... Okay, we've got a couple of people attacking us at this stage, which I guess makes sense. They're in low positions. Don't want to call that. Let's hold on to the east until we can see it, because it's the Dora tile as well.
Home.
That should be fine against both of them. I think they're going 1 suit hands looking at things. Should be okay. Yeah, it's been a little while for me, in fairness. Oh, that's a... We're 1 away from Tenpai, but honestly, we can't discard the East Wind. So, this is a folding hand at this point, really. 2 9s. Can I make anything with that if I were to get any further with this? Probably not. Let's just fold at this point. Fold. We'll get rid of the 9s in a moment. Actually, we won't get rid of the 9s. That's potentially something he wants. Get rid of the 5 there. We're in the lead. There is no reason for us to take risks if we can avoid them. We're not even the dealer this round, so he will lose more points than us if somebody sumos. There is no need to give up this tile until we see somebody else do it. And somebody else might do it because obviously they need the points.
Riichi.
Okay, reach Forso. That just confirms what I was saying. We are folding.
Long.
Dealer Ipatsu. Let's see, Peiko, red 5, Mungan. That puts you into the lead by a small amount and puts you very near on the verge of death. We have Dora Dragon. But not a lot else going for us at this exact stage. 2 Norths. Green Dragon we got rid of. And we see it east, so we'll get rid of our east and just try and unclog our hand up a little.
Chi.
Okay, dealer's on the attack again. It's always generally advised, don't attack unless you have to as dealer. He has a small lead at this stage. The nature of Tenhou and the way the ranking system works is it's all about not finishing last, where possible. If you finish in the first 2 positions, you'll gain points. If you finish third, you won't lose any points. And if you finish last, as I've done frequently last time I was playing this, you're going to go down in the rankings. My dragon's played, so I can get rid of mine. But if the dealer is willing to attack, there's a chance he'll deal into somebody else's hand here. In many ways, our hand has been a bit of a mess. And there's a reach the player in last place. Who being in last place will make these sorts of reaches because, honestly, he doesn't lose anything by trying. And if he wins, he can be more likely to get himself into a position where he can actually fight back. So I still have one safe, definite safe tile on the Green Dragon. I have...
Sumo. And
he's self-drawn. So, yeah, Pinfu, that's actually not a bad hand all in all. Tanpin, Red Dragon. Red door. Yep. So that also puts me into the lead. Because the dealer takes... got hit for 4,000, I got hit for 2,000. Let's just play the Forso to start with. We have 2 unhelpful wind tiles in hand. We have a possible Peiko. And a pair. So I can draw a 7, that'd be awesome, because that's Peiko 2 Dora. If that ends up being our weight, it's not the best of weights, but as a dealer declaring reach, that would put pressure on everybody else. Again, though, as I've mentioned last round, I'm in the lead, so if I can avoid declaring reach, I'm going to do it. And we'll get rid of these as well. Okay. The other downside is with the hand makeup I'm going for at the moment, it does look as if we're going for a 1-suit hand.
Chi.
Yeah, we're being called a lot. This is how you pressure a dealer, by the way.
Chi.
Because I don't want to get rid of this east wind until I see it's safe, and I have a whole board of calls to play against now.
Chi.
Okay, so that's a Tenhou 1 Dora hand looking like that. South's fine. East has been played. That frees up the only hand that was really blocking me at this stage, so also means he's quite likely to be close to Tenpai. And unfortunately, I draw a Red Dragon, which, while 1's been played, isn't a guarantee. We'll play it out anyway.
Long.
The good news is that's a deal in, so I don't lose any points. I maintain the lead, and you, the new dealer, is 21,000 points below me, which is important for the good old ranking points. It's a shame nothing much came of that, but we played that as good as it could have gone. Early Dragon Call from the dealer, so he's going to be on the attack for this round. He's, again, dealer in last place, so he's the complete opposite to what I was doing. He will attack everything because he's in last place. Avoiding last place is the name of the game here.
Home.
And in your case, I suppose you want to attack as well, trying to get back into the lead, so yeah, calling single bonus tiles is fine. It does mean both the hands are likely to be cheap, but dealer repeats, and occasionally you get bonus door as well included. And meanwhile, my hand is not going anywhere. Okay, we'll draw that.
Home.
Yeah, okay. I've got 2 dragons, so I don't want to get rid of either of them, so we'll get rid of a 9 at this stage. I'll tell you what, you, sir, are being very helpful to me at this stage, without necessarily meaning to. But you keep playing these dragons where I get to situations where I feel they're going to be stuck in the hand, and then you just let me get away with them. Get rid of a number 9. Nice, so we got the one kind of set up there, 3-6 weight. Hand's still way away from Tenpai, in fairness. I don't want to get rid of a green dragon at this stage. Let's dump a 7.
Dong.
Oh, I balls that up. Right, a double run, so 2,900 there. I don't need to... Oh, that was a big hand. Okay. That has put me in trouble. It's actually put me into 3rd place. Darn. Oh well. Okay, that is what is known as 13 unconnected tiles. He's just... or 11, I forget how many you actually need to qualify for this, but his hand was so useless, he can call for an abortive draw. Yeah. Alright, so both 2 dragons got rid of, one of which has been called by the dealer, but he is still in last place. And he had the smaller benefit, thankfully, so I didn't lose too much ground to him. If it had been the other way around, I'd have probably been fighting for last place here. But, start of the south round, we've still got some time to wait to make things happen here if we need it. Let's get rid of the 1-2 on this side. I think we're going to have to get rid of the south wind next round or 2 if we're going to do it at all. Or we're going to have to see a south get played. There is 1, I suppose. But I'd be so much happier if a 2nd got rid of now. Still, it passed. Okay, 2nd dragon. Let's get rid of the 2 for the moment.
Chi.
Which has been called. So we're 1 away from Tenpai at this stage. 3 dot would be more ideal than the other one. Because that would give me the ability to go into a Tenhou. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It'd go me into Pinfu. Alright, not ideal. And the 5 was still a little dodgy against you in all fairness, but if I can draw a pair, if I can pair up something I've got, that'd be most ideal. Get rid of another 2. Another south, which is definitely going to be fine. Tenpai waiting on the 8 dot. Which I only win south drawn unless I can change my weight to get rid of the 1. We're not declaring reach on a single weight. It's a bit too ridiculous even for me. 3 of the 9s have gone though, and that is a deal into the dealer. 6,400, and that's putting me close to third. Actually, no, that has put me... I must say, darn it. Alright, so all three of us now close together. It has evened the game up quite a bit. Darn double Ron.
Home.
Alright, another red dragon goes away there. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Okay, so Wandora. Pinfu Wandora would be fine if we got it. Tanya Wandora would also be fine if we went there. And that's leaning more towards Pinfu again. Some options here at the very least.
Home.
But none of them involve attacking right now, so we're perfectly fine with just holding off. We have a north wind, so that should be fine. There's 3 norths already played, so... That's potentially interesting. It possibly gives us the possibility of an Ipeiko Tanyo if it needs. And in fact, we got another one there. We're still away from Tempai, unfortunately, but I'm not sure we can get there. Quite so, sir. Actually, I should have got rid of the 2 there. That would have been a more beneficial move, I think. I have a feeling that should... Yeah, we're out of this one, I think, for the moment. Unless we get extremely lucky in the next couple of turns.
Chi.
Well, there's the attack. We can still hit Tempai if we call one of these sets in a moment that comes off, can we? Not sure we can hit Tempai anymore, actually. Last chance to call anything. Nope. Southwind safe, and we're in no turn for this round. Okay, so 1 player Tempai. Lord moves on. And I find myself in 3rd place, facing a battle for last again. But we have a good starting hand. It's definitely something that's workable from here. We're southwest. Another door in the hand. So Tanyo, Pinfu... Tanya, Pinfu, Wandora we're definitely fine. But again, they're being attacked here. But again, we're actually developing here. If I can draw the 5 dot here, that'd be most ideal. Still going to get rid of the 4 at this stage. So I have multiple routes into Tempai at this point. Ideally, though, we want the 5. Or at least we want to be waiting on the 5-8. And do I want to go silent or not? We got Wandora, Tanyo, Pinfu, Ipeiko.
Each.
Okay, because we got the worst side of the weight and it's only going to be Pinfu with Wandora, I'm willing to reach at this point. 3-6, we have a 2D trap available. But a 6. And quite a lot of character styles have been played. So it feels like there should be a good chance of getting some.
Home.
People are still attacking. Also better for me. The downside is if I discard dot tiles anymore. Which actually should help, because obviously he's an obvious... Ah, darn it. But thankfully that passed. One of my winning tiles is safe against him as well, so... Thank you very much. From the player who is currently one position above me, that will be very nice. Nearly a Mungan. Plus, my Riichi from last time puts me now back in the running. Unfortunately, we have the wrong bonus triplet available. But we'll see what we can make do with this. No need to call either of those. We've got 2 safe tiles in the east now if you want them. The power of Mark Fu compels you. 4 stats because might as well. It does involve reaching. It involves stretching for wins as well, actually. It depends. I mean, it's a long way to reach over tiles if you're playing this on a proper table. Oh, yeah. That was lapse of concentration. That was lapse of concentration. I might as well get rid of a second one just because. Right, well, that's put me half a step back on where I was going to be. In fairness, the hand doesn't look as if it's going to be a winning one anyway. And it was also Vidora. Well, I got rid of 2 Dora. And there is the Reach. Right, we'll get rid of our Reach at this stage because we know they're absolutely safe in this sort of situation. We have another safe tower from the Green Dragon, which we knew about already. We have 2 8-so, which are completely fine.
Gong.
And that is a Reach. Reach Pinfu, 1 Red Dora. And that puts me into the dealer position. Right, so... Not a particularly bad hand. Might be able to make something work with this. But more importantly, do not give up the points here. Possible Ipeiko. Possible Pinfu. And that's helping the Pinfu side rather than the Ipeiko side, but we'll work with that. Okay, those 2 are determined to win at all costs, which means I'm not discarding any of this now. Yeah, what even... You going for bonus tile cheap as anything hand. It might be because of the point indicator saying I'm in 3rd place, Marishan. That might be it. But then it might not. Who knows? That's kind of locking us in, but if that's safe, then it means there's less chance of him developing a Pinzu hand. We might as well just keep safe with what we got. He is the West Wind currently, so let's just drop a 9. So we're mostly worrying about a couple of closed weights here, but we'll see. One of these days, I will teach people. I've threatened to do it often enough. Westwind's fine. We've got 2 safe tiles against you for definite. They're probably safe against you as well, just because I don't think you're in that sort of hand. Is East safe anymore? Well, I'm the dealer, so it should be fine. 2nd place, sir. 2nd place. I am in 2nd place, sir. 31,000. Yes, you know me in numbers, sir. I'm the mathematician of the group. I just like to do rounding errors. That's unfortunate, but it's fine for the moment. Unfortunate because we discarded for 9 earlier. I know I was kind of locking myself into specific hand types for winning, but But in many ways, I'm not going to be advancing this hand. We have the Dora Dragon in our hand, which is live, as in none of them have been played yet. We know the person across from me is going into a dot style hand, probably a Honitsu. I don't have any clue what the player to my right is doing. So I'm pretty much just holding out for a fold at this stage if I can avoid it, unless... Even then, I'm probably still going to be folding, even if I get the ideal draw in a moment of the free dot. Because there's almost no point in attacking with this hand. Red Dragon. One was played by me earlier. We fold. No, I'm in second place at this stage. I'm not that far away from the leader. It is my dealer turn, unfortunately, which I'm going to lose. But I can't afford to deal in at this stage of the game. 2 red dragons are gone, but there's a possibility that it's a red dragon only way. Maybe I could have gone for it. I'm doubting myself now. And when I doubt myself, I do silly things like that. East wind's fine. We already established that. I shouldn't have any more draws to worry about, so that will be game. Oh, no player Tenpai. Okay. So their quick attack was obviously a bluff more than anything else. And that ends the game. So I finish in second place. Narrow. I mean, actually, I should... I don't know. It's easy to say they were bluffing at that stage, but it did look as if you had a Chinitsu hand going up top. It did look as if you had something silly going on the right. Oh well, second place it is. We earn a few more ranking points back. We restore a little bit of pride. Let us move into the second game of the night. Well, until they get moved into advanced calculus at the very least. I say you all the time, sir, because you, sir, are you, sir. And we move into the second game. Okay, West Wind starting with a single of our current wind tile and a pair of dragons. Yeah, this is a hand I could attack with if I needed to. In fact, early game, I might... Yeah, I'd attack this if it came up now. It's early game. I have an opportunity to take a short lead. I wouldn't be risking too much at this early stage. Of course, I'm sat in a room with real people. There's at least one here. You silly people. Nice, so that's developed there. We're quite close now.
Boom.
That's for Dragon Call. I do know what a real person is. Maybe.
Each.
Right, so that's an early reach from you, and the 6 dot is probably not the best thing I could play against that. But I'm now Tenpai, waiting on the 5-8, so...
Chi.
Oh, okay, we'll gamble here.
Boom.
Well, he gave me a couple of extra draws to try and win it. It didn't work. Nope, he's nicely drawing a lot of things that...
Boom.
I'm confused that they're attacking here, but... Well, at least I know that's safe now. I think everybody's kind of had my similar thing here. It's early games, I can't be losing much by trying, so let's go for it.
Gong.
Well, this is what happens when you attack. You fall into traps, and that is reach only. Bit of a bluff more than anything else, but hey, he's got the early advantage, the early points. Still get rid of the ones and turn this into Tenhou, which is probably the plan. Of course, we still need to draw a 7, but I've got time for that, and I might even be able to get rid of this weight soon with the way things are working. Okay, we're in Tenpai for a Tenhou only hand currently. No point in declaring a reach or anything at this stage. Just now, okay, so can we grab... So if I can draw a 5 dot in, that would be ideal.
Gong.
But since there was a reach, I get an extra 1,000 points out of that, and we'll take a Tenhou only hand for the dealership. The stories they tell about me sometimes. The stories they tell.
Home.
Well, it's a nice, quick, low-scoring game at the moment, has to be said. Yeah, that means I've discarded a dragon, which I unfortunately didn't draw. But mind you, a pair of dragons would have just meant we'd have been in a sort of stalemate. Still, I prefer a stalemate to him winning, I suppose. Yeah, all the red dragons are gone.
Home.
Couple of east wins now, which means we're getting there.
Home.
I'm going to call that just because I want to have my Yaku sorted out. Indeed, I'm in last position, sir. Your scorekeeping is immaculate and perfect. Nothing more can be said on this matter. I have 3 definite safe tiles against this, but I'm going to risk it anyway. I know, another definite safe tile. In fact, I have 2 if it comes to it. The 9 dot oddly is not safe against him. It was a late dot discard. He's might. That's a Suji to the 9. And that puts me 2 possible methods of Tenpai.
Home.
Gonna dump that. Dump that, play safe for the moment. Yeah, that was safe against both of them, so... Free dot. That's not a guaranteed safe tile here. Alright, we're folding at this stage. We're up against a reach. We're in first place. We're a dealer. Which is the only reason I might still consider attacking here, but... Man, I'm quite willing to wait on this. My dragon is not necessarily safe. Oh! Honitsu. It wasn't a big hand, but that puts me in last. Actually, no, it doesn't. What am I talking about? I'm actually in second place still. 2 away from a Toitsu. But I'll mostly be looking to getting this into a Pinfu Ipeiko. Because I'd then be able to play it without needing a reach. So all I've decided from this is that I really, really do not need bamboo tiles. Alright, White Dragon is the door, but one was already played, so that's probably the best time to get rid of it.
Boom.
Okay. Couple of... that might be workable. Because that puts us 1 away from Toitsu.
Dong.
Ow. Alright. Red Dragon. Bonus Dora. Last place. South round has begun. So nothing but cheap hands, really. But that was avoidable. It wasn't even that critical at the moment, really.
Boom.
The game is still relatively close together, so it's not as if I'm in a doomed position, certainly.
Chi.
So rapid Honitsu looking from there. South is probably dangerous, but if I don't play it now, I'm never going to. Okay, pair of 9s. Can work with that.
Dong.
Red Dragon deal in, and that means that Vidila has now passed to you. And nobody's above the 30,000 threshold, which will cause a extra round state if that continues. So we might be playing into a west round as well. At least if Tenhou works that way. I don't actually know if it does offhand. It should do, but we'll see. I also won't know whether it's sudden death or not, because sometimes it's sudden death, sometimes you have to play the entirety of the west round. We shall see. In the meantime, though, looking good for a Pinfu start, though it is going to be Pinfu only. Yeah, and that kills Pinfu. So reach for not a lot. I could always get rid of a North here. Yes, Marishin has got onto a serious moment. Clearly he is ill. Clearly he has caught whatever disease is going around me at the moment. Clearly he's been contaminated. He needs help. Pretty much. Pretty much. But random Japanese words I'm saying are actually the combo names, which sometimes are in English, sometimes are Japanese, just the way I've had to learn the game. And that is potentially good for me here. Fortunately, it's not expensive enough. A load of cheap rounds are not passing things on here, but we are dealer. We are dealer. If I can win here, this will probably be my best chance of getting into Tenpai. And best chance of getting into the lead. It's still easily doable here. A Mung and Sumo would be enough. And the hand is developing rapidly here. If I can draw another 2. Yep, good day. We'll catch you round at a later date. So 2 use of styles for a 7 or a 2 would be most ideal, I think. Going to keep the 5 So, because even though I played the 6, I might be able to make something work with it. Drawing a pair of the souths would be... darn it. There's many reasons why that's a particular darn it. It's because I decided a 6, which would have got my set sorted out. Yeah, well. Nice. Okay, we're back in the game. 1 away from Tenpai. The 2-man would be the ideal draw, otherwise I'm going to have to wait on it, in which case I'm probably not going to declare a reach and just go for the Ipeiko Wandora. Get rid of a south now. It was risky.
Kang.
Oh, and somebody's gone for bonus points. And giving me 2 extra Dora.
Riichi.
Right, we reach 2 extra Dora. And pressure on. Will that 2-man be played? It is a single weight on this, obviously, because I don't have the other tiles. It's only on that. Bit of a bluff, but I can certainly work for a bluff while I'm dealer.
Boom.
Unfortunately, you seem to want to attack me, even though I'm going off, which is fine. It pretty much is. A lot of poker translates to this game. And that's an excellent little tile for us to draw now, because now that means the 2 is more likely to be considered safe by other people. Most weights are usually 2-sided, 3 apart, so that's an extra indication that the 2 is safe. Also, the hand does look as if it wants dots. As a downside, though, you are getting closer to ready, I feel. But Ipeiko, 2 Dora, or 3 Dora, and Reach means this is potentially Hanneman. No, just a Mungan, but dealer Mungan puts me well and truly into the lead now. By not very many points as it happens against the player to my right, but hey, we'll take it. But in many ways, similar to poker, it's not about how good the hand is, usually. But unlike poker, a good hand is worth more points and you can win more with it if you manage to pull it off. But there is a level of bluffing and counter-bluffing going on as well at the same time. So I've just discarded a full set of 5, 6, 7 character tiles there, which is very nice because, you know, I would have wanted that in the set and I'd have Tenpai if I'd have gone the other way and got rid of this. But equally, they were all individual tiles at the time I played them, so yeah. Anyway, we have a lead. You're on low points. I'm just drawing another 6. It does suggest, quite rightly though, that I don't need any character tiles. In all honesty, Marishin, a lot of the more complicated stuff still goes beyond my head. There is a lot in defensive play. There is a lot in discard theory that is a bit beyond me. Jim Rummy is probably a reasonable approximation because you're trying to track what the opponent's discards are and trying to gauge what kind of hand they're going for based on that. So Rummy's a good approximation for this game. Let's get rid of a 9.
Boom.
Okay, so our turn skipped and the south player has a double south. So 2 bonuses going at the moment. 6 is fine. We can get rid of that, I think. It's likely you are after Sozutars at this stage. Pretty much. And there's also sort of indications. That 9 was a single weight. So obviously that was about as well hidden as it could get. And that puts you into the lead again, annoyingly. Last hand, you have a 6,400 advantage for me to overtake to win. And I have a 20,000 deficit to not finish in last place. All in all, I feel I can go for this. You probably would, in fairness. It would probably help if I actually gave you the same notes I gave to Vanna while I was teaching her while she was over here. And it does help if you actually play the game. Because a lot of what I'm saying means nothing until you're actually, you know, doing things. But I could genuinely teach you how to play. It is a thing I have offered somewhere. Well, it is... In fairness, this game does rely a lot on luck. But, equally, similar to poker, luck is not everything. Managing your luck is much more important, and that's annoyingly a problem over there. God darn it. So here's the reach, and that means he's gone straight for a win. It's a quick hand, so he's probably waiting on something silly in the middle tiles. Which I could attack. I could certainly go and attack this.
Wrong.
Yeah, that's why I don't attack things. Alright, 7,700. That ends it. I finished second still. But I figured I wanted to go for the win, and that unfortunately is... That unfortunately is game. That being said, 2 second places has slowly risen my ranking up. The downship points are at 140 out of the 400 threshold to go up. My overall ranking is now back above 1,500, which means I'm now above average, with the average point being exactly 1,500. So, I think the only thing I'm going to do now is play a quick game, just to end things off. So an East-only round, it'll be basically 4 rounds, plus any bonuses that happen, and then we'll call that a game there. But 2 second places I'll definitely take for a stream. I would like to end it with a victory, but... Oh, we have a very high-ranked player over there. So he's third down with a 1,800 plus rating. And as I said, 1,500 is the average point. So I played on my left quite good. We'll see how things develop, though.
Boom.
Okay, Dragon Call from across from me. Yeah, my hand's still a little bit of a mess after 5 turns. Slowly getting there. If I can draw a 2, that would be most ideal at this point, I think. 3 can work, gives me a few pairs to run off. I need to triple these up, really, if I'm going to continue developing anywhere. And with one of the 7s already kind of out, and that one just played. Kind of lowers the odds of that being significant, really. But as an advantage, I now know where all the 7s are. I could go for Chitoitsu.
Chi.
We're now 10 pi for Chitoitsu. Well, 1 away from Chitoitsu. No draw, unfortunately, but... he says about to backtrack on everything.
Each.
And reach across from me. I could also declare a reach if I wanted to, but... Gonna hold off for the moment. Also was the wrong tile to discard for reach, but I figured it was probably safer for then...
Each. Chi.
Okay, so I'm in a 1-7 weight at this stage.
Wrong.
And that's been dealt in, so I've just given him an extra 1,000 points. Bing! Reach, and he picks up my 1,000 as well. So that will put me into 3rd place, because I'm obviously 1,000 behind the player who didn't lose any points, but ahead of the player who lost a few more points. We have 2 Dora going into round 2, or round 1 bonus. Alright, no worries. Well, this will probably be my calling it a night 1 as well, actually. I'm not going to go on much longer than this one. But JRPG shenanigans in the coming days. It is a grim time for the Marishan. A grim time indeed. Okay, that's potentially helpful. I'd normally get rid of the 1s rather than the 4s in this sort of situation, but because obviously we want to definitely keep the 9s, there's no real need to do that. Arguably the 4 can easily be called a bit more often, but I don't know. A middle tile in characters means there's less chance that the character will come out, I suppose.
Chi.
Actually, maybe... I know what I mean, kind of, but I'm saying completely
Yeet.
different things. Right, reach across from there. That is rather not good for me. So we'll risk that. I can always just play my 1 out as well.
Chi.
So we're 1 away from Tenpai. Can draw a 1, 4, 7 or 2. That's not ideal. Thankfully he's played one of those, so that's fine. It's the free character we need, really. And there it is, but I can't really call it. Oh, is the 4 safe? We're going to gamble, and it is. 7 was played, so... It'd be a post-reach Suji trap if it wasn't. 7 we know is safe. My dragon's safe. Got to be careful of other people as well here, because he's not the only person in this game. It's sometimes difficult to forget that. You gotta play it out.
Dong.
Actually, thought I had a little more time than that, but still, there we go. That will be my undoing at this point, I feel. Alright. If I'd had a little more time, I wouldn't have played that. I know I wouldn't have done, but I was just debating what to do and then ran out of time. It happens. Right. If it had passed, it probably wouldn't have helped that much, but now we're a long way back, and we really need to find a way to just get back to being dealer. Yes, I am Marajin. Well done. He has learned.
Riichi.
Okay, reach across from me. Revealing not an awful lot about his hand, in fairness, so I might still get rid of this 2 just on the off chance. No, East is fine. We'll get rid of that. So 9 probably means 6 is fine, but I'm going to risk it anyway. And we pair those up quite nicely. He played south as well, so that's okay. And I got rid of a full set of white dragons. West Wind is not necessarily safe, but it's not his character. It's not his wind tile, so it's less likely that would be what he's after. That just improves the chance of 6 being safe again. One bamboo was played earlier, so that should be okay. And it is. I don't know about that. I disagree on that case. Oh, got another 9. There's a safe, though. We know that. I can get rid of both of those if I need to. And I might well do so in a couple of moments. Alright, I have a 5 dot that I can use as a safe tile if I need to, and in fact I'm going to use it as a safe tile. I can't really benefit a lot from attacking this. So we now move on to East 2, which is my dealer turn. And we have Tudora, which is a nice place to start with. Tudora, but not the best of hands. And that certainly improved it. Draw another 7, that gives me the shape for Itsu. And that potentially gives me the shape to go into a Chanter hand, if the right things turn up. Should be considering going aggressive here if I can pull off Chanter. So I need the 1 for definite. Or I can just reach and do what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll try and stretch for Chanter now. If I draw another 9, that puts me into Pinfu, Chanter, Reach, 1 Dora. Or I can get that instead, and that's more helpful. I'm gambling a little with this, but it's a big hand to come back with. It's not quite,
Riichi.
but it's Reach, Ipeiko, 2 Dora. With a Suji trap placed as well.
Chi.
But dealer reach from last place is always a
Riichi.
thing. And unfortunately, we're being attacked as well. One of the 7s is obviously the Dora Indicator, which is a problem. It means there's 1 less in the pond. Or 1 less tile we can win with. But that's helping the case for 7 being safe. Yeah, middle character tiles is most likely what he wants. Well, I've now got rid of 3 4s, so I can definitely see some 7s coming out soon. There's a 6 as well. Come on. There's 2 7s left in the game.
Sumo.
And you've got them both, haven't you? You got 1 of them. Alright, that might very nearly be lethal. Well, it looks like I'm going down in the order again, though I have got another couple of Dora available. So, best bet here, be aggressive. So the plan is to force a Tenhou Dora free. In fact, especially now we got 3 of them. If we can get a Reach Tenhou Dora free, we'll do that, but
Home.
now we're attacking this one.
Home.
And so is he.
Chi.
Ah, no worries, sir. This is the last game, though, so you're probably just about coming here to apologise, and then we're ending. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing, Marijan. Exactly. -7 again.
Pom. Pom.
I'm surprised you're going in for this, really. I mean, you have such a huge lead, you might as well, in fairness, actually, but... Oh, my draws have been terrible. And I fall into another game, and that is probably it. Yeah, game over. We finish in last place to end the game off. And so much for my progress this game. Yeah, they know. They know. They do know. Well, I'm going to call it a stream there, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the random comments and nonsense, as always. And I'll see you another time. Till then.